Okay guys, let me catch you up on the story so far. So during the storms last weekend, I said I was going to build a platform to put the mattresses on. Basically build a bed a few inches off the ground, so any water that got into the tent, the mattresses weren't sat in the water, just soaking up like a sponge. And obviously, being me, I procrastinated, and in the end I just put the mattresses back in. Well, today I'm getting on with things, I'm achieving. So here's where we're at so far. 4 planks. One was already roughly the right size, the other 3 were too large, too long. So I took the short one and used that kind of as a template. I took that and knocked it, I don't know, maybe 10 centimetres off, and I'm going to cut all the others to that size, 10 centimetres shorter than the one that was the shortest previously. I've already done one, so now we're on with the others. Hoorah! Right folks, here's the general idea. 4 piles of bricks. In this case they're only 2 bricks high. 2 beams straddling those piles of bricks. And then the 4 planks are going to go laterally across the 2 beams, and that'll be my platform. Let me do that now. And that's what the final platform will look like. All I need to do now is take the mattresses out of my tent, move all of this in there and rebuild it, put the mattresses back on. That's all I need to do. Okay guys, let me get on with that. Okay guys, the materials are all inside the tent. I've taken the mattresses out. I'm going to have a rest though. It's currently 36.6 degrees inside here, and I'm doing manual labour. Okay, that's 1 mattress in. What I'm noticing straight away, which I thought would happen, is because of the slope inwards of these 2 walls being higher, means that the mattress has a bit more contact with the sides, which probably will be a problem when it does rain. But I'll use my tarps tucked down the sides, so any water coming down is channeled down and under. And as you can see, we've got a good gap, about 6 inches, 15 centimetres for your metric folk, roughly speaking, of lift from the floor there. Maybe I should have just used 1 brick rather than 2. I don't know. It is what it is. I've done it with 2. And I'm still going to use a second mattress as well, for now. Maybe I should only have 1 mattress. otherwise as we come higher we're going to be more and more in with that slope. But for now I'm going to put it all back as it was, but up off the ground. I can always change things later, and we can always review the situation after the next rain. Okay, second mattress is in, and as I suggested, actually I think there's a slightly larger mattress in and of itself, but it's just more and more in contact with the tent sides, even if I tried to pull it away. The thing I suggested before, where I'll be putting a tarp over the bed in any bad weather, a tarp over the top of me and tucked right down those sides, to channel any water down the side of the mattress or so any water doesn't even come in contact with the mattress, channeled straight to the floor where it can be dealt with the day after. I don't know, maybe it's overkill, maybe, oh fuck, standing on things, breaking things. Look what I've just did as I was manhandling the mattress in. I lost my balance, and without thinking I instinctively reached out, and I've put a fucking big hole in the wall of the tent. So here's the roof missing, and this seam is all that's kind of holding things together. And now I've gone and I can put a big hole down there, and my duct tape is useless now. It's been in the tent so long, getting hot and cold with the cycle of the daily temperatures. You couldn't even describe it as tacky now. There's no real strength to it. If you can see the repairs that I was doing during the weekend, they're all peeling off at the corners, and that one, look at that one, it's just hanging off. There's no real strength to this duct tape anymore. It's cycled through too many hot and cold cycles, so that's no good. So here's the side of my bed. A good bit of space underneath. I would suggest, even if we had an actual flood, if we had an actual full-on flood here now, I would be dry. The largest flood I've seen was about knee deep, and as long as it's below the knee, I would be fine. And I'm starting to think good things about the works that they did in this field in December. We've had quite a few storms since then, and there's been no sign of any flooding. Some of them have been quite severe. So I've probably just jinxed it, haven't I? But anyway guys, that's the situation. I've made a bed, which I was going to do way back when I moved across from my old shelter on this spot. Those of you that have been here a while or seen the old videos, my first half a dozen videos in particular, where we were having kind of 10 days of thunderstorms in May, the back end of May. I had a bed then, and then I had the guys got me this tent, and I had to move things across, and it was a busy day, a hectic day. I put off building a bed that day, and you know how things are. You mean to do things tomorrow, next week, the week after. Before you know it, 3, 4, 5 months pass and you still haven't done it. Well, now I have. So there we go. One bed, built by my own fair hands, for what that's worth. Okay guys, here endeth the video. I think I'm going to take her ladyship to the park. It's just after 2 o'clock, 2:15 on Friday afternoon, and I'm dripping wet with sweat, and I need a rest and to get into the cool and to relax. So I'm going to go get some shade in the park. Okay folks, Delta Mike out.